This is our half-Arab English horse. He doesn't have a severe high-low foot, but he does have a high foot on the left. Wedge-wise, he's probably going to wear a bigger wedge on that right front than on the left. If you notice his pastern angles, we're going to wedge him up to get all that line back up to make his cadence more evenly across the front. This is our horse barefoot under saddle. If you notice his front legs, it's what we call, he's real trappy. He's real marchy up front. We're going to do some stuff to the shoes mechanically to open that leg up so he can finish out his stride. This is him going the other way. He hasn't got a lot of knee up front for an English horse. That's what we're going to do mechanically to the shoes to help open that shoulder up and let him finish that stride up, get him more cadence and more balance. This is our horse after he's been reset. The wedge pads have brought our pastern angles back up and got that more in line to save on his suspensories and other tendons. The bands, if you'll notice, are on there to help hold that shoe in place. This horse has got a very shelly foot. We were able to get it good and solid. He is also wearing toe clips, so he has something to bump up against, and that shoe, to keep that shoe from wiggling and tearing that hook wall up even more. And it helps hold everything in place. We have more wedge. The right front was the low foot, if you remember when he was barefoot. We have more wedge underneath this right front than on the left front to help even up that pastern angle. Alright, we put a bar in both of his front feet to help him carry the motion through. I also put the bar as close to this gauge as I can, so if he throws a shoe in a class, they are able to measure to make sure that this shoe is the proper width. But he's wearing a bar in both front feet to help him carry the motion through. When he was trotting barefoot, he was way up underneath of himself and just pumping straight up and down. He wasn't carrying the motion all the way through. This will help to balance him out in the front and make his knees bigger for an English horse. This is our horse back under saddle after he's been reset. If we remember when we rode him barefoot, what his motion looked like, there's a considerable difference in his motion just by the mechanics that we had put on his shoes with the wedge pads and the bar. He's carrying through the motion. His knees are a lot bigger. He's more balanced, more cadence. This particular horse is a very strong trotting horse. He hits the ground with a lot of power. That's why we put the bands and the clips on his shoes to help hold everything in place. We don't want that wiggling around on there. He's got shelly hook walls. We don't want that wiggling around on there and tearing that hook wall up. He's on all of his supplements to try to get a healthy foot. But that's why we put the bands and the clips on the shoes.